Hello there, and welcome to another The Hunter Classic gameplay video. My name is Wimp, and in this video I'm going to be putting down some Hog Feeders. Yay, excitement! Okay, let's get that out. Now, open the map and then open this. So, in a previous video 4 months ago, I moved some feeders around on Settler Creeks, and it turned out that the two hog feeders were rubbish, despite the fact that there is evidence to suggest that they are quite good. And when I discovered that, roughly this point in my video actually, the 46-ish minute-ish mark, I then talk about how I have a primary reserve for animals that appear on multiple reserves, and when that species has feeders, I usually have 3 on the primary reserve and then only 1 on others. And the primary reserve for feral hogs used to be, in the past, for me, Loggers Point, and I changed it to Settler Creeks because I don't particularly like the reserve very much, and if I'm honest, I'm not too keen on the species either. But I figured it would give me a reason to go there, and as we discovered in that video, they're not very good. So I am back on Loggers Point. Here we have thehuntertools.huntertalk.de/thefeeder that has some hog feeder locations on it. Now, I already happen to have one here. I don't know if it was because of that map that I put one there, but that's roughly where it is, up at that tower. And one of the other locations suggests there, and I've already got a dot there. I've spawned at this tent. I didn't realise that that one was closer, but never mind. So I'm going to run there, put the feeder down, put a tree stand up. Now, I want 3 hog feeders here. As I said, when it's a primary reserve for a species that has feeders, I put down 3. Now, I would like one in the south, but there is nothing on this map to suggest other places other than those, obviously. So I'm going to see if I can find one. Oh, I better go check the forums, actually. But I'm hoping to get one that's quite out of the way down here somewhere. I mean, maybe over here would be okay as well, but we'll have to see. Sorry, I had to. Right, so I run over there. I'll bring you back when I put the stuff down just to say it's done. And then we'll have a look at the forums and see if we can find anything anywhere else. But that's where I would like to go. So, equipment-wise, of course, I'm bringing a hog feeder and the tree stand. It's just a lump of leaves. I also have a snake bite in case anything comes across my path. Now, if I see something rare in the distance, I don't have a rifle, so I'm going to have to lure it in. But there you go. Right, I'll see you over there. Okay, I'm at the red dot. So, the thing I don't really like about this location, so the feeder would be up on top of this little hill. I have a tree stand, so those trees over there, I'm guessing. The thing is, there's so many small trees there that I don't think you're going to be able to see hogs coming in. Maybe that won't matter. So I know that next to this tower is good as well. So the thing I sort of want to do is make it so that if you're coming from this lodge, the first hog feeder will be about the same distance away as if you start at this tent and walk that way. So that's why this location is good. And then the two hog feeders are about the same distance away from each other. I'm going to put it down and see. I have found a hog track in the area. And a deer and now a yote. Whereas over by this tower there are always hogs. But I don't really want to move that tent. I think it would be too close. Yeah, alright. Nope. That was the wrong button. Okay, let's pop this down and then see which tree we can get the tree stand in. So I'm thinking that one right there. That's actually not a bad bowing distance. That might be an issue. Are the limbs below the tree stand going to be a problem? Yes, they are. Look at that. Okay, that's a good sign. And it's a new one. That's a good sign too. Ah, okay. This one isn't too bad at all. I mean, that trunk being there is kind of annoying. But it could be worse. And actually that isn't as bad as I was thinking either. So there is a fairly decent view. That doesn't block the view too much. There's only a couple of trees there and you can see beyond them. Yeah, okay. Right, so what I'm going to do now then is start a new hunt, spawn at this tent, and like I said, I'm going to see if I can get something in this bit of forest here. That tent might need to move, although there is a fast travel point there anyway, the campsite. And the reason the tent is there is because it makes sense for a tent to be at the campsite. But it doesn't need to stay there. Okay. I'll see you in the next hunt then when I get down there. And we'll see if we can find any hogs. I won't be running this time though. I shall be, you know, exploring to see who we find over there. Righto. I am where I wanted to be. So far I've had the call of a pheasant cock, the call of a white-tailed doe, the meow of a bobcat, and over here-ish is a row model white-tailed buck. So, no hogs yet. According to the wiki, they are supposed to be down here. There's supposed to be loads down here, but I mean, it could just be this hunt. If I came back next hunt, maybe there'd be more. Oh, did I say? No, I did look at the forums. I couldn't find anything to suggest there was a location down here that other people have found for me to pinch. But that's okay. I do kind of like having a... I mean, I would prefer to have found all of my own locations for hog feeders, really, but... or for any feeder, actually. So, although on the forums it did say all of the towers, all of the default towers, are actually good for hogs. Maybe over here wouldn't be such a terrible place. We'll have to see. Righto, I'll bring you back if I find something and or decide something. Okie dokie then. Nothing. There was one stag, no, buck, that I spooked and it ran away. I think it was sleeping, and I got close to it. But other than that, and the same pheasant that was calling earlier, I haven't seen anything else. Oh, there is that X that I'm looking at on the hunter mate in that direction. That is a hog. Speak of the devil, there is a hog track over there. The one that's closer to the tower, I can't remember what it was. I think it was the buck. Yeah, I think so. So I'm gonna walk over to, I don't need to click anything there. I'm gonna walk this-ish way. The only thing with doing something over here for the hogs is that there isn't a tree to put a tree stand in. To the south of that patch of grass, yeah, so there may be hogs at that tower that I've placed. So actually I'm going to do that and see if I find any tracks and stuff. Okay, plan. And then I think I might do it all again, so the same route on a different hunt and see if the results change. I heard a hog. I can see a yote, but I heard a hog. I obviously missed it with the red dot, but there is one over there. One so far. And nowhere near where I can really put down the equipment. Do you know, I am tempted actually just to put it down by this tower and I've done with it. I'm gonna go check my deployable tower before I decide. Just look for tracks, see if there's anything making noises in the area hog-wise, but yeah. Okay. The call of a hog, and I'm at my tower. Interesting. No tracks though. And I can't remember exactly, but I don't think the radius of a... That's the button I'm looking for. The attraction distance I don't think is 220 like a caller. I think it's 150. Okay, I'm on the baiting web page for the wiki. Oh, it's 250. 150 for feral goats. Why only... Makes no sense. But okay. Alright, 250. Now, obviously I understand I've only found hogs here once. So the hog call came from that-ish way-ish. So you can bow them from there and bow them from there. I'm thinking maybe this one doesn't need to be bowable. And maybe I put the feeder quite a way away, just to reach further north. Is that a hen? Yeah, I probably stepped on her to get in this tower. Okay. Decision. Now annoyingly the door is on this side. Something moving over there. There. Can't see it when I go in to the binoculars though, but there was something there. So yeah, I'm sort of tempted to do something on this lump here. Or maybe down there. I mean, down there's still within bow range, depending on the wind. I mean, the feeder itself will be leaning over, but whatever. Alright, I'm going to try that then. I shall try that. Although we also had a call from that way, didn't we? What? Down here. I don't know. Yeah, alright. Decision made, I'm going to try it. Yeah, and what I might do then is if it turns out down here's crap, I will go with my instinct and say I'm just going to have the 3 in a line up here in the north. I would have liked to have got something down in the south, because I very rarely come in the south on this reserve. It tends to be there. Yeah, just there really is where I go. And if I'm hunting rabbits, it's down here. It would have been nice to have something down here. Although, you know what would have happened? I would have not used this feeder and only gone to those. Okay. Does save me a tree stand, though. Not that I'm running short of them, but, you know. There. Yeah, there will do. Let's try here. So, I will fill them up, obviously, tomorrow. There's 2 units of food in there. Okay. Yeah, I will fill them up and come back tomorrow. Obviously, same video, so don't click away. It will be in the same video. Fill them up and see what we get. Oh, and I should point out as well, I am aware that these aren't going to be anywhere near like they used to be. So the days of having 15 hogs around a feeder every single hunt are gone. Those days are gone years ago when they fixed the bug, apparently. So 5 is a good number, and not necessarily every hunt. But aye, so when I start talking about whether it's shit or not, just bear in mind that I am aware of what shit is nowadays. Yeah. Rightio then. So last night I carried on playing when I couldn't record, and I did this kind of route a couple of times. And then 2 times, maybe 3 times, and not once were there any hogs anywhere, apart from that one on camera that was down here somewhere. That was the only time I found anything, whether it be a track or a call or even see one off in the distance. So I bit the bullet and did them all up here, as that map notes thing suggests. It's not open anymore, I closed it. Those of you who are mathematically inclined will notice that there are 4. Now, a while ago when I did something on Bush Rangers Run, I think I was trying to see what the goat feeders were like. There was a hog feeder there, and you can only have 4 on a reserve. So I took the hog feeder away to get 4 goat feeders, and that's why I had a spare one. So I've decided that all 4 should go in the north. So this is what I've done, and as you can see, I've moved the tent from there down to here, which I'm kind of sad about, because I liked walking along this little ridge line that was, well, it was a dip in the ground, like a trench. There we go, that's the word I was trying to look for. Yeah, I would walk along the trench to hide myself from any animals as I went to the tower, and now obviously I can't do that unless I go to the tripod stand first and then go to the end of the trench. So anyway, I should have put a dot down. So Okay, so around about, well, actually more like 5 hours ago now, I filled up, well, no, even that isn't accurate. I put in 3 units of hog feed into each feeder. They should all be active. So let's go see what we can find at them. Well, there's one already. Oh, and look where it is, roughly there. There's a bit of a dark green patch. Oh, is it there? Oh yeah, it's much closer than I thought. It's actually around about there, but okay. Alright, so I'll see you over there. I won't be shooting any unless there's something trophy worthy. Oh, speaking of which, while I was doing the exploration last night when I couldn't record, I did come across a piebald whitetail buck. Unfortunately, he was yet another roe deer model, so I just left him. I'm hoping he'll grow up and get some bigger antlers and I'll take him then. Right, I'm crawling up to the tripod stand now and it's already looking good. So there's a call of a third or a fourth one. Third one? Third one. There was one walking that-ish way away from the bait feeder. There was also one walking to it, which is one of the 3 I've heard. Here is also a clip of one right at the end of the last recording that I bowed and ran off towards the red dot. So yeah, there's already quite a few. Now, annoyingly, you can probably tell by my arms as I'm crawling along, I've forgotten to change out of my running around putting equipment down clothing. So I have no camo on. So annoyingly, I'm going to have to waste a... Well, I don't have to waste a camping supply, but I'm going to in a bit. Fast travel back to the tent and get changed. It does mean... So the one I bowed, that I just showed the clip of, ran away from the tent-ish towards the next feeder, so that works out. Oh, for Pete's sake. Hello. I'm going to have another quick moan. So the one at the end of the clip that I had to bow that ran towards the red dot was right in the way as I was walking away from the tent. And, I mean, it's supposed to move things, what is it, 100 metres away from the tent? And it was definitely closer than that. The one that was walking this way, I had to stop and go prone for. And now here we are, a third pig is in the way. Moan. Nearly there. Luckily, none of them has sensed me yet. Touch wood. Okay. Oh yeah. Good place, good. It's 5 there. Anything decent? A sow. Another sow. A third sow. That one on the right looks better, maybe, possibly. It's a male, 720 up to. Another one over there. What are you like? And up to 790. Okay, yeah, this is definitely a decent spot by the looks of it. So, back to the tent to get changed. I will see you over at the other one. Okay, I'm in sight of the tower where the next feeder is. There's the one I bowed, dead. There's one coming away. There was another one stood near to the red flag. So, a good sign over here as well. Yeah, I had a fucking feeling that was going to happen. I could see pheasants all along the road, and I just had a funny feeling that there would be some in the way of getting to the tower. Now I saw one hog running away, and I think I can see a deer over there as well. Ah, a muley buck. Doesn't look particularly good, but let's have a look anyway. Yeah, bloody grr. Oh, it's a whitetail. It looks too dark to be a whitetail, but okay. Fuck you, peen hats. So there's one there, looks like coming in. So yeah, I just saw one run. There was that one that walked past me on my way in. Is that something there? Yeah, I think it just lifted its head as I came out of the zoom. Yeah, there's another one on its way in. Although, possibly coming... Oh no. Okay, yeah, so I mean, even he is okay. We suspected it would be. Alright, so I'm going to go down there, pick that guy up, scare them, and I will see you over at this one. Okay, a herd of hogs? Herd? A flock? A band? A gaggle? And, I mean, they're coming away from the feeder, but it does look like they were at it. Okay. There's one still there, and these tracks, oh, you can only see one, there's another one. So the feral hogs, yeah, there's another one. The feral hogs did come from this way. These are their tracks. Fucking coming, no idea what it's like. So I'm going to go up in the tree stand, bow it, see if any more hogs come along. There is actually two here. I know, amazing. 2 whole hogs, but there is. So there's this guy, up to 9-10, and there's another one through these bushes somewhere. Oh, and the one I had bowed next to the tower where I was, I picked it up, I got excited because it was piebald, and then I went and checked and they're just a variation now, so that was annoying, but never mind. No eyes on the whitetail yet, but that's not important because that's not why we're here. Now I'm not going to bother going over to this one. I didn't fill it with I didn't put any feed in it because I already know it's good. So I mean, so there's only 2 here. And you're over there at the road junction, are you? But like I said, that band flock gaggle did in fact walk away from here, so I'm going to call this good too. Right, I'm going to wait for the whitetail buck and kill him. It's a shame that down here turned out to be rubbish for hogs, because I would have liked to have found my own locations really, but never mind. So I'm going to call this the end of the video. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you got some enjoyment out of it, and hopefully I will see you in another one. So thank you again, and goodbye.